In this video tutorial, I am going to discuss about this exam question, that is why person with sickle cell trait are resistant to Falciparum malaria. Remember, Falciparum malaria is caused by one parasite named as a Plasmodium falciparum, whereas sickle cell trait is a genetic disease of a hemoglobin. Here the gene which is coding for beta globin is defective. Now as it is a trait, that means one normal copy of beta globin and one abnormal copy of beta globin gene is present. So in this case, half of the hemoglobin is going to be a normal hemoglobin, that is HbA, whereas rest half of the hemoglobin is going to be abnormal, which is called as a HbAS. So there is a mixing of HbA and HbAS in case of sickle cell trait. Now sickle cell trait is not much severe disease because as it has still half of the hemoglobin as a normal hemoglobin, whereas Falciparum malaria is the most severe form of malaria. So it is very surprising, right, that this one genetic disease is giving rise to protection against another infective disease. So let's understand that how and why this occur. So to understand this, suppose this is the red blood cell. In short, we can call it as a RBC. And this RBC got infected by this P. falciparum parasite. So let's say this is the P. falciparum parasite. Now when this parasite infects RBC, it brings down the pH inside the red blood cell. So there is a creation of acidity. It is estimated that approximately 0.4 unit of pH is brought down. That means 0.4 pH is decreased. Because of such acidity, the half hemoglobin, which is in the form of sickled hemoglobin, it gets polymerized. So HbAS gets polymerized. And because of the polymerization of the hemoglobin S, it leads to change in the shape of these RBCs to the sickle. So cell becomes sickle shaped cell. And because of this mechanical deformity in the red blood cell, RBCs become fragile. And such fragile RBCs are easily identified by the spleen, and so these RBCs are prematurely broken down. And as these RBCs got prematurely broken down, this Plasmodium falciparum parasite cannot complete its life cycle. There is also another mechanism which can provide protection. See what happens, this Plasmodium falciparum parasite inside the red blood cell, they create an oxidative stress. And because of this oxidative stress, our red blood cells get damaged. So this membrane of red blood cell gets damaged, and because of this damaged cell membrane, potassium leaks out of this cell. So potassium moves from the intracellular part to the extracellular part, and because of this reason, there is a decrease in the potassium concentration inside the red blood cell. And this potassium is actually required for the growth of Plasmodium falciparum. And as its concentration is decreased, this P. falciparum parasite cannot survive. So now we have two reasons. The first reason is that because of decreased pH, RBCs become fragile and spleen identifies it and broken down. And second reason is because of the decreased potassium concentration inside the cell, Plasmodium falciparum metabolically cannot survive. So we have one mechanical reason and another metabolic reason that why P. falciparum parasite cannot survive inside the sickle cell trait RBC. So I hope that now you understand that why person with sickle cell trait are resistant to Falciparum malaria. If you still have any query or confusion, please write it down in the comment section below. Thank you.